I think it's so cool. It's like a David Bowie onesie.
True, and also it's something that I would think of Ranveer wearing it, your Padmaavat co-star.
I get this a lot. This whole like, oh, now Ranveer has rubbed off on you. Like he's invented cool dressing. David Bowie wore this a lot before Ranveer. Excuse me, Ranveer Singh. Hello.
Well, joining us on Good Times is Jim Sarbh. Well, everyone these days hasn't gotten over Adil in Made in Heaven. So, have you gotten over playing him?
Yes, definitely. My favorite moment in any project that I am is the day I get cast and the day that it ends. Everything in between is a kind of pleasurable torture.
That's actually really good because they say actors, are delusional and they lead dysfunctional lives, but maybe that's kind of...
Oh, that's definitely true.
How dysfunctional are you?
No, actually, I'm more practical than sometimes I admit to myself. I'm an extremely practical person, actually, which I think is why I like acting, because it allows me to let out my highly emotional side with no consequences.
It's true. And also, did you relate to Adil, and now they're planning to have a season 2, so will we see you in that?
I don't know, I hope so. Maybe I'll go into a coma in the first episode, who knows?
Playing bad has actually been good for you.
There is a film that just came out on Netflix called Teen Aur Aadha, which I shot the initial phase of it, which was just when it was just a short film, which was just our section of the film. It's a film which is in 3.5 long takes, so each take is about 40 minutes long.
Okay.
So ours is the central one. It's me and Zoya Hussain, and that was shot 2 weeks after Neerja was completed shooting. So the interesting thing is that both of the characters were developed at the exact same time. Now you'd have to watch Teen Aur Aadha to understand, but he's a very shy, introverted, fairly confused boy that goes to see a prostitute.
Okay.
That's the whole 42 minutes, is the experience of walking in, meeting her, and the conversation that so ensues. Now it's just completely by chance that Neerja released and Teen Aur Aadha has only now released, where people saw me in that light and not in this light. Sure. And it's an interesting thing of like how things develop and when they develop, and
one just tends to get typecast as playing the baddie.
Sure, yeah. And in theater it's never been like that. Like I've gotten all kinds of roles. Sometimes it's a bad guy, sometimes it's the strange, moody writer, sometimes it's just straight up comedy, young cool guy, so I've never really thought of myself as straitjacketed by the thing. I've watched other people want to do that to me and do it, be called in for an audition, being like, he'll be good at that part, and being like, but you don't know.
Exactly.
Give me a chance.
That's
so
true.
yeah.
But you recently said that you were not too happy with the scripts. I mean,
they made that the big headline of the article, which is what only people ever read, is the headline.
Clickbait.
Yeah. No. There are some very interesting scripts floating around. There are some that you read and you're not interested in, and you say no to, and that's just absolutely normal. I mean, you can't like everything. Not everything is for you. It's not that I'm particularly disappointed with the scripts. It's more just like it's not my style or not my interest, or so you wait.
And everybody wants to know, I mean, it's basically the females want to know the one thing about Jim Sarbh that we don't know, other than what we get to see. He's not telling. He's not telling. Okay, which was like, since you do theatre also, you've done films also, which has been the most challenging character ever that's come to you?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. Whenever it's like high for Lut in Hindi, it's the struggle is always just like trying to get the lines down. But each character poses their own complexities. Like I just there's a thing out on Eros now called the Massage.
Yeah.
Where I play this guy at about 24, 25, who's just got engaged and he's about to take over his father-in-law's business, and he's at the complete prime of life, and something happens and he goes into a coma for 20 years and he wakes up after a 20-year coma. So he's completely stiff, he can't move, his face he has body and facial dysmorphia. And so you would think, oh God, that's going to be really hard, but actually it wasn't. Once you lock yourself into the posture, then that's the limitation. Then you just keep going from there.
Sure.
So I don't know.
No, totally get you. And also on your Instagram, your captions are very quirky. So what's the thing behind that?
I just put a song.
Yeah.
To avoid having to think of a caption.
It's true, I've seen.
Yeah.
So what song?
Why, looking cute, might delete later. I mean, I'm not going to post that, so...
So what's the song that comes to mind today as we're sitting and chatting?
Based on this particular outfit, or based on
your particular outfit? Tell us a bit about your style.
Oh, this is for the event. These guys...
But you wouldn't actually be seen wearing this?
Like walking around in my daily life? Nah, I don't think so. I end up going a little more grungy in my day-to-day life myself, just because I get worried when I wear nice things, because I know I'll catch it on something, or I'll scrape it somewhere, or maybe I'll want to climb that tree, then I'll be thinking about my outfit, not about the tree, then I'll get annoyed that I'm thinking about the outfit, so I'd rather just wear simple clothes so I don't have to worry about that. But for things like this, I love getting dressed up. This is Shivan and Naresh. They've dressed me. They're on the panel with me. Interested to hear what they have to say. I think it's so cool. It's like a David Bowie onesie.
True, and also it's something that I would think of Ranveer wearing it, a Padmaavat co-star.
I get this a lot. This whole oh, now Ranveer has rubbed off on you. Like he's invented cool dressing. David Bowie wore this a lot before Ranveer. Excuse me, Ranveer Singh. Hello.
Okay, between Ranveer and Ranveer, how would you describe your bond with the two?
Ranveer, I play football with a lot more. Ranveer, I got to know much more, because we shot for 1 year and 3 days for Padmaavat, over which course all my scenes were with him. With Ranveer, it was a lot fewer days, so I didn't get to know him as well. I like both.
No, also the fact, okay, now since we were discussing songs, so when I say love, which is the song that comes to mind?
Love?
Love. The emotion love.
That song, L-O-V-E, by L is for the way you look at me,
Anger?
For the only one. Nirvana song, Negative Creep.
Lust.
I already did this in the thing, Shantanu and Nikhil thing.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
Lust, Cream by Prince.
I love that. And lastly, Greed.
Greed. Nothing is coming immediately to mind, but I had put something. Where did I put? More Money, More Problems, Notorious, B.I.G.
Anyways, Jim Sarbh, thank you so much for speaking to us. Since you're speaking to Good Times, what's your idea for Good Time?
The beach, sunset, a beer, a swim.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. Thank you. This was fun.